President Joe Biden on Thursday issued a blistering rebuke of House Republicans' budget proposals ahead of an upcoming fight over funding the government, warning Maganomics. Proposals are more extreme than anything America has ever seen before. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. According to CNN Politics, since I've come into office, all they've really done is attack me and my economic plan. There hasn't been much even else, even though we've created, I should point out, over 30 million jobs. More jobs in 2 years than any president's created in a 4-year term, he said. America has the strongest economy in the world of all major economies, but all they do is attack. But you notice something? For all the time they spend attacking me and my plan, here's what they never do. They never talk about what they want to do. No, think about it. They tell you what they're against, what they're for. It's like they want to keep it a secret. I don't blame them. Thursday's speech, which the president delivered at Prince George's Community College in Largo, Maryland, was the latest attempt to reframe the public's perception of Biden's handling of the economy, a metric on which he frequently receives poor marks. A majority of Americans polled, of course, none of them are black. 58% say Biden's policies have made economic conditions worse, according to a new CNN poll conducted by SSRS released last week, up from 50% a year ago. And I'm quite sure these were all Republicans they talked to. The president has made his economic story building from the bottom up and middle out, as he frequently says in speeches, central to his re-election effort. Changing voters' minds about the economy and convincing them of its strength is among the key challenges Biden must overcome between now and November 2024. There is no consensus among House Republicans on the best path forward to fund the government, with some in House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's right flank threatening to oust him if he brings a clean spending bill to the floor. The White House has called on Congress to pass a short-term spending bill to keep the government running while congressional leaders hash out major differences, something conservatives in McCarthy's caucus are loath to accept. Well, isn't this how they did with President Obama? It's the same tricks, same crap, same garbage. Change. All they care about is wanting to maintain power. They don't care if they get a corrupt president, a lying president, a deceiving president, a manipulative president, a president who has led an insurrection. They don't care, as long as they're in control. Black people, wake up. Start taking your destiny into your own hands. Biden says House Republicans' economic proposals would achieve 3 major things: cutting taxes for the wealthy and for corporations, cutting funding for Social Security and Medicaid, and raise cost of families by gutting investments in the middle class. He slammed McCarthy for reneging on a deal cut in June to keep spending level over the next fiscal year as part of negotiations to raise the debt ceiling. Stop negotiating with these people. What is wrong with you weak, spineless Democrats? Stop trying to appease them. There's no appeasing these people. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Stop trying to appease them. Do it your way. Govern the way you're supposed to. Now they're turning their backs on the bipartisan budget deal Speaker McCarthy made with me just a few months ago, after threatening to do something no one and came very close to it, shutting down and reneging on our national debt, which would have caused an international economic crisis, he warned. Well, they're back at it again, breaking their commitment, threatening more cuts, and threatening to shut down government again this month. The speech was also the latest effort from a White House intent on turning the nation's attention toward Biden's domestic agenda as legal issues envelop his son Hunter, who was indicted just before the speech began, and Republicans in Congress prepared to formally launch an impeachment inquiry into Biden. The White House directed requests for comments to Hunter Biden's indictment to the Justice Department on Thursday. The president commented on the impeachment inquiry for the first time on Wednesday night, linking it to the shutdown fight. Well, I tell you what, I don't know quite why, but they just knew they wanted to impeach me. And now, the best I can tell, they want to impeach me because they want to shut down the government. So look, I got a job to do. Everybody always asks about impeachment. I get up every day, not a joke, not focused on impeachment. I've got a job to do. I've got to deal with the issues that affect the American people every single day. The impeachment inquiry announcement and the specter of a possible shutdown has given the White House another chance to turn the focus on the sometimes chaotic House Republican conference and draw a stark contrast with Biden's economic message. The Biden administration and allies in Congress blasted the House GOP for proposing devastating cuts to federal programs and legislation they warned runs afoul of the bipartisan budget agreement signed into law this summer. Biden's campaign has already attempted to move the needle on the issue, launching an ad titled "Got to Work" last week, touting the administration's economic achievements as part of a $25 million ad blitz, first reported last month by CNN. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender. Never.